Let's get things started. Ready? Go!
Hello and welcome to Bounding into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounding into Comics. And today I got a story about Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn recently defending Chris Pratt following the latest cancel culture campaign against him after the actor appeared as Star-Lord for the first teaser trailer in Thor: Love and Thunder. Numerous Twitter users at the time railed against Pratt, describing him as homophobic and mocking him for being part of a joke that centered around Thor being gay for Star-Lord. As an example, one user tweeted, "Chris Pratt has done irreparable damage to Peter Quill's public image. I'm begging y'all to separate the character from the actor. Homophobic actor does not equal canon by character." Gunn would defend Pratt when one user called for Pratt to be replaced, tweeting, "Marvel, hear me out, just replace him." Gunn replied, "For what? Because of your made-up, utterly false beliefs about him? For something that someone else told you about him that's not true?" The director then declared, "Chris Pratt would never be replaced as Star-Lord, but if he ever was, we would all be going with him." The director would also respond to a user who has since protected his tweets. He wrote, "He isn't. I know the church he currently goes to. Do you? The answer is you don't, but you heard from someone who heard from someone who heard from someone where he goes to church. So I decided, yeah, okay, I'll believe this terrible thing I heard online about this celebrity." Gunn's defense did little to stem the tide of those trying to cancel and lampoon Pratt with insults. One user wrote, "It's clear that he is a conservative Christian Republican. His PR team does an amazing job, but his actions only align him with oppressive groups." The user then shared Pratt participating in the Black Lives Matter inspired #Blackout Tuesday campaign and a post honoring the victims of the terrorist attack on September 11, 2001. Another Twitter user wrote, "Doesn't matter what happens, I'll never cancel James Gunn, but I believe that Chris Pratt needs to work on his beliefs regarding LGBTQ+ community. Maybe it's a matter of him express himself better, but a work needs to be done to avoid this kind of situation." Another tweeted, "I don't like him because of the thinly veiled ableism out of his own mouth about his own child. Just to take a shot at his ex-wife. Nobody else had to tell me about that, and I didn't make it up." Gunn saw himself accused of homophobia alongside Pratt by one user who wrote, "Yeah, we know which church he goes to. We know what that church is linked to as well. If my friend has a homophobic partner and doesn't try to stop their homophobia, then they're homophobic too." Another user wrote, "This could all easily be solved if you, Chris, just came out and said, 'I am not homophobic or prejudiced of any kind, and I do not attend a homophobic church, and I stand with the LGBTQIA+ community, and I'm going to unfollow conservative accounts." They shared a screenshot of Dan Crenshaw on Turning Point USA and Ben Shapiro on Instagram, it looks like. This isn't the first time Gunn has defended Pratt from the social media mob. Back in 2020, when Pratt was attacked as a white supremacist for not attending an Avengers-themed virtual fundraiser for Joe Biden, Gunn joined Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo in defending the Star-Lord actor. He wrote on Twitter, "Sorry, just finding out about this nonsense. Chris Pratt is the best dude in the world. I spent hours and hours sharing my deepest truths with this man, as he has with me. Please stop assuming what he believes, politically or in any other way, because he's a Christian." In another tweet, Gunn wrote, "What matters to me is how people treat the crew members and wait staff and fans, and Chris Pratt is always incredibly kind to these people, which is one of the reasons I love him." While Gunn is defending Pratt now and has done so in the past, the director has also made it clear he actually supports cancel culture. Back in March 2021, as part of a lengthy thread regarding free speech and whether films, TV, books, and even actors and directors should be canceled, Gunn wrote, "And for all of you out there, I see you saying, what about people who try to cancel you? Do they have the right to do that?" He answered the rhetorical question saying, "Of course they do, and I will fight for their right to do so. I may not agree with their opinions, but I believe deeply in their right to free speech." So I have to applaud James Gunn for defending Chris Pratt from this cancel culture mob. He is right to do so in this case, and I hope that he continues to do so, as I don't think that there is going to be any changing of the minds when it comes to the social media mob about Chris Pratt. However, I do think that this has nothing to do with any kind of principled stance that James Gunn is taking, or that he has somehow come to the revelation of. I think it 100% has to do with his personal relationship with Chris Pratt and nothing else, as he made clear back in 2021 that he is a proponent of cancel culture, and he believes that even he should be canceled if someone happens to disagree with his opinion, which is utterly ridiculous. And if you actually go back and look at all of that thread, you will see that he really doesn't have any clue what he's talking about. He's trying to conflate Harvey Weinstein being sentenced to prison for his criminal activities to someone being canceled because they happen to be a Christian. It makes absolutely no sense, and that's the kind of garbage that James Gunn clearly agrees with. So it's good to see him defending Chris Pratt, but I think it is only coming from his personal relationship with the actor, as he has made it abundantly clear that he does actually agree with the concept of canceling people because they might have a different opinion than you. Those are my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you think. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics.